Okay, hey there guys. So this is the A-Force of the ROL Carina challenges. This is probably like the worst of the three. So, like the main champions that are the best are She-Hulk, Magneto, and Namor. I used Mr. Fantastic instead of Namor. I think it's actually a pretty decent swap. Mr. Fantastic was actually like pretty good on the hit count at the time. Probably better stuff, but Namor might be better. I'm not entirely sure, but he was actually I really enjoyed using Mr. Fantastic for it. The biggest things to like watch out for is when you're using She-Hulk. So all the skill champions, you just can't use She-Hulk. She doesn't refresh her Furies, so you'll just have no damage. So you have to bring an option for the two skill champions. And Winter Soldier is metal, so you can use Magneto. It's like 4 to 5 SP3s pretty much on your normal rotation of 8 heavies, and then like you charge the couple heavies, you get the 40 prowesses. It's like 4 to 5 of those, let's say. Right? That's not too bad. She-Hulk, for this challenge, you do not want suicides on because with She-Hulk, you want to be spamming SP1 to gain your Fury and to give them extra power. Also, champions are more likely to throw specials when they are kind of standing back up from getting knocked down. I don't know if that's an actual thing, that's just whatever I find. Like if I'm spamming heavies in corners, if I'm launching a special into them and I'm standing over them, I find right when they pop back up, they're always more likely. So if you're running out of time but you have enough time to knock them down, knocking them down with like your heavy can be good. I did a lot of like heavy corner locking with She-Hulk, and I don't know, it was She-Hulk. The AI was just so bad. The AI can really make or break your run. This, as I said, is probably like the hardest of the different Realm of Legends challenges. So you can do it itemless, you can do it reviveless, but I wouldn't expect that going into it. I used revives. I didn't care about trying to like force myself to do it reviveless because it was so annoying. The easiest fight is easily Wolverine though, which is kind of the opposite of like the Aegon challenge because you have Mr. Fantastic and Magneto. For Scarlet Witch, if you're probably going to use She-Hulk because it's a mystic, but that fight absolutely sucks because she can just power drain you at the worst moments. And when she power drains you, she power drains herself, so it can really mess up your rhythms. Her and Black Panther are probably like two of the worst fights because Black Panther, you can't use Magneto for him, he's not metal. You can't use She-Hulk because he's skill. So I usually people have to use like Namor or something, and that's like an 1,000 hit fight or whatever. I used Mr. Fantastic. It was still a pretty long fight, but it was shorter in hits, but that might just be because you're using a lot of like special or of his special twos, which are like 3 hits, and your special or not your special, and your heavy attack is a single hit. I really think Mr. Fantastic actually did well for that fight. I would recommend trying it out if you haven't. It was pretty fun. Um, what are the other like big things for this? You really just gotta like watch out with She-Hulk. Just trying to get them to intercept, trying to get them to use their specials. If you've never used She-Hulk in a fight before, this challenge will definitely be a little bit interesting. I've never really used She-Hulk before, and that probably like hurt me because like I have a friend who does a ton of She-Hulk, but so that like is probably an advantage for him, obviously, right? So like if you've used She-Hulk, it's gonna help you out if you've used her before. And this is actually one of the only ones where you kind of need to pick who you're going to use for the different fights. The Aegon one, you're only bringing in Aegon, and the Tech one, you really just use Gully. But this one, you can kind of like mix and match your teams. She-Hulk is the main person everyone used, but I think like Mr. F and Namor can put in a lot of work on most of the fights. So just kind of look at like what the different champions are that fit the roster for this challenge and try to make a team that you'll enjoy because it's just a slog. Put on some music, do something to make yourself kind of enjoy it. I hope you guys have a good one. Hope this video helps some people out. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.